Thank you, Jules. Good afternoon, everyone. In this session, we will dwell into the transformative power of digital public infrastructure and the how it has reshaped the fabric of the community, and we will also see how it has impacted the common man. And afterwards, we will see what Protean has in this arena, in this DPI, in case of this DPI solutions, various host of services which we have, and then we will conclude with what we feel the future would be of DPIs and open networks. So before I start, I would like to start with a practical example of how in one of the use cases where one host of DPIs come into picture and impact a particular use case. So in my example, which it's an example of Mr. Ram. He stays in Bengaluru and he wants to have his breakfast and move to the airport quickly. So at 8 a.m., Ram orders food online from ONDC network, and you see that there are three DPIs coming into picture. The first one is Open Network for Digital Commerce, ONDC. He's paying through UPI, and then even the delivery partner who comes and delivers is COVID certified, and that is evident from this app Arogya Setu, the third one which you see using a QR code. So three DPIs are coming into picture with the first transaction itself. Then next at 9 a.m. he books a mobility ride through the ONDC network, and he books an auto rickshaw basically, and even the auto rickshaw driver is COVID certified, and even that is evident from the Arogya Setu app. Next, as he travels, the rickshaw driver at the toll gate pays the toll, again using the FASTag, which is again one of the digital public services which is implemented. So this is like a RFID based wallet which can be debited on the fly and then saves time. The next is, it would not be a good day for Ram as well. So he comes across a traffic cop. The traffic cop wants to verify his license. Again, this license he will be able to display it to the traffic cop using DigiLocker. So again, this is a verifiable credential. Next is Ram pays to the auto rickshaw driver using again the UPI. Then he enters the airport where he uses his Digi Yatra app for entering the airport automatically without any manned security. Here clearly he saves 6 to 7 minutes. So when you see this single use case, multiple DPIs in India are coming into picture. And one of the critical digital public goods here, which I have not shown here, is the Aadhaar, the digital ID. It's like an air. It is present everywhere, but not visible, but in action everywhere. So this is one of a typical use case of a common man in India with multiple DPIs coming into action with one particular use case. The next is the digital public infrastructure. I won't dwell into much. Sujit has already taken it. There are some core principles around it. What I would like to showcase here is the impact which it is bringing. The United Nations Secretary General has already declared that DPI is one of the 12 initiatives in implementing the SDGs. And in India, it has been already proved that in 2022, DPI has contributed to 0.9% of the GDP when it comes to the economic value. And in near future, say by 2030, it is expected that it will grow by 3x. So if we see the DPI landscape of India as a whole, at the bottom we have digital public goods. Beacon protocol, which Sujit talked about and others talked about, are one of the digital public service goods. Likewise, we have other protocols and frameworks as well. Like for example, Sunbird is for a learning management framework. Then we have MOSIP, modular open source identity platform. So it is for building the digital identity for a nation. And there are other digital public goods as well. So on top of this, people or the organizations or the countries can implement the gold DPIs like UPI, Aadhaar, ONDC, health-related DPIs or education-related DPIs, And using the DPIs, then various platforms and solutions can come into picture and implement the whole solution at scale for the public. So this is how the Indian DPI landscape looks like. I might have omitted some of those, but more or less it looks like this. Then when we implement these solutions at a scale, we also see a lot of volumes. I won't deep dive into the volumes. Sujit has already spoken about this. These are in billions and billions in various sectors like identity, health, finance, agriculture, and commerce as well. So now we move into what does Protean as a company do in DPI sector. Protean is primarily a pioneer in e-governance solution. We are a 28-year-old company. We have implemented 19 e-governance stacks of scale at national level, and we are collaborating with 77 ministries in India and implemented a lot of digital national level interventions where we not only implemented the greenfield solutions, but we also had to enable the growth and adoption of these systems as these were first of its kind in the country. Now, diving into the DPIs where Protean is bringing about the change. These are some of our flagship products. Tax information network for the country, where we also implemented PAN issuance ID, which was the first of its kind implemented digitally, which could be verifiable. We also have a social security welfare system, a central record keeping agency for the nation, and we have also implemented digital identity authentication services as well. So again, there are some volumes here, huge volumes using these offering of ours. And now let us see what we have in case of open digital ecosystem offerings. This is what we have built using backend protocols. There are three layers to every open digital ecosystem. The first one is the core infrastructure, that is the gateway and registries. This is what we have implemented for multiple networks, and one of them being ONDC. After that, at the periphery, we have the supply side and the demand side apps. We have implemented these as well. And our experience in multiple open networks tells us that since this is a decentralized system, we require a lot of tools and services to stitch the user journey. The user journey may be one, but there are multiple tools and services required, and that's what we have implemented. So be it a rating management system, be it a payment framework, be it a grievance management system, the decentralized system requires all these tools and services. So this is what we offer to our network partners, and once all these things are available as a 360-degree offering in a single network, it means that it can cater to multiple domains or multiple use cases, be it commerce, be it mobility, be it healthcare, be it open finance. All these we have implemented. Now, let us see what we have as an offering for international markets. We have bouquet of services, bouquet of DPIs, which we have in our kitty to offer to multiple clients of ours internationally. The first one is Foundation ID. It's like an Aadhaar built on MOSAIC platform. We have tax management system, just as the way we have built tax information network in the country. We have e-sign system. We have health system based on the ABDM platform, COVID platform. And we also have the open network or open digital ecosystem, just as the way we had implemented ONDC. Here, I would like to bring to your notice that we are also the founding members of ONDC Limited. So we have a good experience learning which we can offer to anyone who wishes to implement the open digital ecosystem. And we also have a national pension system where we are a central record keeping agency. So that is also one of our offerings. This is my last slide. Let us see how the future of DPI looks, DPI and open networks. What we feel is that world will be full of DPIs and open networks. Initially, the low-hanging use cases will be implemented, like mobility, EV charging, etc. But later on in wave 2, we feel that there will be other implementations where generative AI would come into picture, the multiple open networks will get integrated with each other so that we can solve a problem at a global level. Like for example, if any customer in Germany would like to book a holiday trip in India here in the Himalayas, he will be able to discover the holiday itinerary here in the language of his choice from the app of his choice. And here the supplier side also would be able to cater to his requirement on the basis of language of his own choice here in the local region. And similarly, if anyone who's sitting here in either Bangalore or Chennai, if they want to basically avail any services from Germany, like for example, doing some research paper document which is chargeable and which could be cataloged, that also would be available to this particular user here and also in the language of his choice. So this is what we feel that DPIs and open networks, they will be interconnected with each other and will bring sustainability to the whole globe. So as a Protean, we have all these offerings to you. You can visit our stall, we can give you the demo. So we'll be happy to give the demo there. Thank you.